Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching my channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, welcome back. It's G-Man, My World 67. Today, on this video, I'm going to be repairing a Marx Allstate 3-dome tank car. Now these are special to me. This one has seen better days. It was bought as a salvage piece. As you can see, truck side frames are gone and they're rusty. There's no wheels on this one. Of course, I have plenty of wheels, but I don't have very many side frames. I do happen to have two side frames for this truck. Fortunately, as I junked out a couple of Marx cars not too long ago, and I have a really good supply of Marx trucks and cars, a few Lionel pre-war. But anyway, this, if you can notice the color of this, now it's showing almost like the blue, but this car in person is actually green. It is faded, and maybe it shows better green here now. It's missing handrails on this side. The car is overall in pretty good shape. There's no cracks, no chips out of it, anything like that. The worst thing about it is it's just missing the handrails. I've already taken the ladders off of it because I've made a handrail for it. We're gonna have to change the trucks. Now, what I did, I do have one Marx Deluxe truck, and of course it doesn't have a tilt coupler. Not hard to put back on it, but instead of that, I'm going to put one of these conversion couplers. Yes, they are still around, and every time I find one or I find something with these on it, I try to buy it. Every now and then I pick up a small bag of these. There'd be 3 or 4 or 5 in a bag. These are really come in handy. But we're going to take this and we're going to put it on after we reset this truck on this frame. Now I told you I had the side frames for it, and I do. I have a pair of side frames. And these are the right ones. They're from the deluxe trucks. And we're going to put them on this one as it already has the wheels on it. Now you say that looks kind of funny with one Lionel or Lionel compatible coupler on one end and the tilt coupler on the other end. It might look funny, but it works. That makes this car a universal car, where I can put it with K-line, I can ride it with Lionel, it even hook up to Kuzan. Any car that I train, engine or tender, that I want to hook it up to, hook up to. If I want to keep it tilt couplers, just change it to this end. And I can still run my K-line cars and everything in conjunction with it. And that's going to be the function of this car. Now, about, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago, even before I started this channel, I started buying junk cars. And the reason why I did that was because I knew when I was starting the channel, I was going to have stuff that I have to repair. But I haven't done but maybe 3 or 4 videos of either car restoration or just simple repair. And the reason for that is I love working on the engines, and I give the engines more preference over the cars. And believe you me, I know some of you are probably like me, you've got a lot of cars out there. Well, I've got a lot of cars that don't need repair. And I've got a ton of cars that need repair and have needed repair for about 10 or 15 years. But I did that because I knew I was planning on retiring. And so I figured that last 5 or 6 years before I retired, that's what I do. And then I bought a lot of train cars to work on along with engines. And so I got a lot of stuff unboxed that we're going to be unboxing here later on. I don't know whether we're going to start around Christmas or wait till after Christmas. But we're going to be doing an unboxing. I'll probably start a couple of boxes, 2 or 3 boxes, 3 or 4 boxes in between now and Christmas. So I had 3 years, guys, that I wasn't able to do anything, or 2.5 anyway. Or I hardly wasn't doing anything until I finally got to the point where I could come sit at this desk. And that's where that came in handy as I was recovering. And I always had something to work on. So let's get started. Now, here is the wire handrail that I just refashioned and made. But I'm not going to put this on. It goes on right here. Tilt it down some a little bit. See my hands so much less me. Let's drop the camera. There we go. Hope that's better, guys. All right. As I said, this goes on right here. And there's two holes, one on each side that this slip into. And then you have these stanchions on the side that hold it in place. We'll put that on last. Right now, we're going to get this old bad truck off of here. If this was a good truck, ordinarily I'd keep it, but the only thing I'm going to keep off of this truck is this coupler. I just get my old trusty small pliers out. And I just bend this thing back. It supports the coupler from the rear. Coupler falls out. Got the little spring. That's all there is to the Marx tilt coupler. We're going to put that up here. I'll drill this out. Is all of these are pressed in and set with the... This one's a little different than this one. They're set with a rivet. So I got my trusty drill out here. We're going to drill out this rivet. Now, actually, this rivet, I guess, was like a pop rivet. That's why it looked a little different. As I began to drill down through it and it began to come out, it just popped up. And now it's right here. See if I can get hold of it. Yeah, there we go. Throw that in the trash. Wow. I was going to put this on with a screw, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I think I can put it right back on with that rivet. Although, I think the screw would be better. I don't know if I've got the right screw or not, though. I had these are the smallest needle nose pliers I have in there. They're small, but I had some smaller than that at one time. that. Not enough of it stays out, stays up, so that I can let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and use the screw. Well, I can't seem to hold on to anything. Hopefully. Screw's a little long. I can't find my driver, my nut driver. So I have to use a socket and a screwdriver. It's just as efficient. Just seems like it takes forever. Seems like it was slipping on it. And it should not have been, but it's a possibility. Oh no, that won't work. On that. Yeah, we'll go back over it. I don't normally do this on truck mountings, but being as this is a plastic shell, plastic frame, I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on it. Down in the hole. And once I get the screw in and locked in, if the truck ever becomes too tight and gets wedged, it won't work its way back out. Maybe just a little here. Well, that's pretty good. This is real loose. I think that's good enough. Yeah. I think that's good. This is real loose. This one is a little tighter. Maybe I can give it a little small. Yeah, like that. Okay. You put these on, you've got two clips in the front and two clips in the back. So you put your front clips on first. Then do your back ones. Sorry, got you out of camera view there. Guys, I tell you, I get so used to working over here in my lap, I have to sit sideways at my desk. Yeah, we got it. There we go. What's wrong with this one? Got the drag on it. Just a little tight. All right. All right. So we got that on there. What did I do? Pull that out. There we go. Locking knuckle coupler. Gonna take some of this rust off of here. And I could use my rotary tool, but this is just surface rust, and I can knock it off. I should probably take this all the way down to bare metal, but I'm not. Like I say, it's just surface rust. Once we get that off of there and I'm going to put them on with a little bit of glue, because I found that when you're replacing things like this, even when you replace them new, which these parts aren't new, they're old side frames, same age, same model wheel as these. But even when they're new, they have a tendency to pop back out or pop off. And it's more liable to happen. When you've now, first of all, I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to paint these black. And use my quick drying paint pen. So that'll help with the rust not coming back. And even though you don't see this back surface because of that side frame cover, still the metal that you do see exposed looks so much better. And it will help retard the rust. And while we're at it, I'll take these wheels off and clean them up a little bit. They're kind of gray. Let's see. Stubborn one. There it goes. Clean those rods, the axles. While this is drying, I'm going to clean those wheels, clean those axles, and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
See if we can't get a little more
Safer than smoking, isn't it?
color out of these center hubs.
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
By the way, if you have wheels that are real rusty, you don't really want to take the time to clean them. You can just put them in a small container of alcohol or vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and it really takes the rust off of almost anything and everything.
Well, this is between you and Rhoda now. Nobody else can help.
Well, I suppose.
I would come with you, dear, but I think mother and child are better alone at a time like this.
Mother, we didn't really have our lunch because Claude Daigle was drowned.
No, it was on the radio.
He was drowned. So then they were all rushing and calling and hurrying to see if they could make him alive again, but they couldn't. So then they said the picking was over and we had to go home.
I'm glad you're home.
So can I have a peanut butter sandwich and milk?
Rhoda, did you see him?
Well, yes, of course. Then they put a blanket over.
Did you see him taken from the water?
Yes. They laid him out on a lawn and worked, but it didn't help.
Sweetheart, I want you to try to get these pictures right out of your mind. I don't want you to be worried or frightened one little bit. These things happen to us sometimes, and when they do, we simply accept them.
Oh, but I thought it was exciting. Can I have the peanut butter sandwich?
Well, that's sad. We got these clean now. And they're actually ready to put back on. This is actually dry. It could be drier, but it is dry. As you know, I use my tester cement for almost everything, plastic, and a few things that's plastic and metal combination. But for this, we're going to use a super weld super weld product. It's called Super Weld, and it's by JB. And it's like a super glue, but it's thicker, and in my opinion, for most things, especially of this type, it's better. Now you don't want to over glue it, put too much on it. But you've got to figure and want, first of all, to know that your trains are 60, 70 years old or older. If you have these Marx trains, and you got to figure if they made them and they lasted 60, 70 years, and a lot of them were abused, yeah, see, like that one right there is one that's going to be, because those little plastic things, they warp. Now there's two prongs in the middle of these. It sits right here, one on each side of the journal, or the spring box. And you can push those in just a little bit, but there's such a tiny amount, and they would grab against the platform, or you can spread them out a little bit, but then it makes them a booger bear to put on, guys. And you got to spend sometimes 10, 15 minutes trying to get them adjusted so you can get the thing on there. It's better just to, unless they're bent up when you start out, leave them like they are. And just go for it. And as I say, if you have new ones, sometimes they're a little irregular, but they'll just snap on and they'll be pretty tight and pretty faithful. But anytime I'm using the old ones, I like to put a little extra on. That one's looking good. This one's got a little spring in it. It doesn't take that long to, before it actually adheres. But sometimes it seems like it's longer than what you want to spend. I don't have 4. So I have to use the 3 and make do. Okay, we're going to let this sit just a couple of more minutes. Not touching it. And while that's marinating, I'm going to go ahead and take my drill bit out of my drill. And put it up. Get these wheels ready to go back on. We're about ready to wrap this up. Okay. There you go. There it is. As I say, I don't think I felt that snap in that hole. There we go. Now we're almost done. I'm going to grab my homemade handrail. see, I got these bent so that they go, yep, that way. Put down on one side, start putting them in your stanchions on the other side. And except for the ladders, you got it. Now these ladders were just really had a lot of white like rust on them. And I cleaned them up earlier. So essence of saving time. Yeah, put your little I noticed these ladders, though they look identical, they've got these holes on the different sides, the slots mounted in a little different configuration, and each ladder is shaped towards that configuration. So I think I squeezed those together a little bit. I think I did. Yep. So here we go. Put them down in there. In their slots. And then seems to be the hard part. When you push down on them, they come out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to stick it down in there. We're going to go ahead and do our twist on the bottom of each ladder. That keeps them from coming back out. And then put them where they go. Like that. And I'll do the other side. You got a dog. All right. Here we go. Okay. twist. Kind of lift it up a little bit. Slide it in place. You lock in. And you're done. Now we have just rebuilt what otherwise would have been or was construed as a junk tank car. I think I paid $3 for that tank car, plus tax. Let's see how it looks being pulled behind a train. How about that? All right, here we go. Pulling it behind my Northwestern. You're going to be seeing that Northwestern in a future video. Just finally unboxed it. It was damaged in shipping. Got it a while back. And the roof was broken on it, and I repaired it. And it's missing one. Well, it's not missing actually. I have it, but a side frame for a truck is broken off. Looked like it got smashed in on one end of the box because my railing across the front was, or across the back, this back railing was bent in quite a bit. And I had to straighten it out. This was a like new engine. So you're going to be seeing it in the future videos. Now I'll probably do a video on it when, well, I don't know, because actually I'm going to do some changing around. With my Canadian Pacific, which is a dummy, and I'm going to take it and make it a live engine. So we'll see what goes. But there it is, guys. As you can see, it pulls perfectly. And looks good. And amazingly enough, almost all the lettering is still perfect on it. My little Rock Allen car. I like that green. Okay, guys. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, remember, God is love and Jesus Christ loves you. And happy rails. Until next time. Remember, we love you too. This has been a Catzilla production. Bye-bye.